Hi everyone. So it is August and you can hear the geese, but I cannot see them. So as I was saying, it is August and we just came back from vacation, and here is how I find my garden. As you can see, it's all colors, but it's looking a little bit tired. Some of the plants are already spent and gone, and it requires definitely some cleaning. I wanted to run quickly through it just to see how it is now, and then I will spend some time cleaning it and show you the garden afterwards. But you can see the daisies are definitely done, and not the seeds are not really ready yet for all of them, but for some of them the seeds should be ready. Yeah, you can see if the seeds start coming off when you do that, then they are ready. It is early in the morning, so they're still wet, but later in the afternoon when they really dry well, I will collect some seeds and cut everything that is done for this year, and leave some more space for the beautiful black-eyed Susan that are in bloom right now. The hostas are kind of holding. One is a little bit bleached from the sun. Maybe it requires a little bit more water. I will see about that. And the rudbeckia is also kind of going, but I'll still keep it for a while. My favorite and beautiful bluebells are gone. You can see I'll have to cut them. Echinacea is doing very well. There is no drought, no wet season, no whatever. Echinacea is always beautiful. It's always doing very well. And lots of black-eyed Susan. And these here not really done yet. I'll keep them a little bit longer so I can collect the seeds. Look at the beautiful echinacea. I love this plant. Under the table, this is a ground cover. And these bluebells are a little bit late, but the ground cover is also looking great. I will check it and tell you exactly what the name excuse me, will tell you exactly what the name of this ground cover is here. I'm not sure. And the chartreuse color is Creeping Jenny. The wild geranium, well, it's not so bad. Not very good either, but not so bad. And the Annabelle hydrangea, maybe in a few days, maybe a week or so, and I will cut the most beautiful and dry them for winter arrangements. And here is this part of the garden. And definitely the daisies are done. I will clean up some of the milkweed. Look at this beauty. Amazing. This hosta is okay. More span daisies. Here's the white echinacea. It's pretty new. It's 2 years old, a year old. No, last year. I planted it last year, so yeah, it's getting there. It's not as strong as the pink one. I don't know the name. And more span daisies and beautiful black-eyed Susan. You can see the difference in the wild geranium. So this one here is in the shade. See how beautiful and green it is? And this here is in the sun. So it doesn't like sun that much. And further there, the kale is doing okay. The lettuces, they still haven't produced seeds, so I'll keep them. And deep over there, more black-eyed Susan. The apple tree is loaded. It is just loaded with apples. These branches are so low. The apples are getting bigger and bigger every day, and the branches are going lower and lower. Under the shade here, there is not much to do. Everything is looking good and healthy. So not much cleanup to do there. And look at the tomatoes. Yay! We're going to definitely have a salad tonight with all the tomatoes. I really like these ones here. What is the name of these ones? Midnight snack. But yeah, quite a few, not that many. And the midnight snack are beautiful. See how they come up at the beginning and then they ripen. Very nice. And these ones here, these are called golden cherry tomatoes. These are so sweet. These are really sweet. They're like nature's candy, very sweet. And this echinacea is kind of fallen, so I maybe have to tie it and lift it a little bit. Oh, too hot, too hot. Too hot for the hostas this year, very hot. Everything else is looking great. Some of the lemony lace and the variegated dogwood here, they will need pruning. I'll need to thin this. It's becoming too much. The clematis, I think it's Checkmani, not sure. Oh, these are new and they spread like weeds, so I really try to minimize their appearance in the garden, but they're beautiful, but they spread like fire. This hosta is wonderful. There is one volunteer Rose of Sharon that needs to go. So yes, I need to clean it up. Let me do so and I'll show you the result. And here is the garden, a little bit clean. So as you can see, there is not so much faded daisies. I think these are Shasta daisies. I still left this. These are really big, and of course for seeds it is good to collect the best of the best. Like, the better the seed, the better the plant will be. And I promised a few of my friends, and maybe 5 actually, not just a few, to give them some seeds from every plant here. So this year my purpose is to collect lots of seeds and good viable seeds that are going to produce excellent plant and to create gardens for people to enjoy. So that's why I still left these, because they seem the best. They're really big and nice. But the rest of the daisies are gone. The same with the bellflowers, but since this is a weed, I don't collect anything from them. They will pop up everywhere next year without me doing anything. This is the best plant. The next one to go will be the phlox, but it still gives some color here and flowers. Yes, you can see there is some negative space, some here and there, with the daisies gone. I tried to clean the leaves underneath to give it a little bit some ventilation and space. And there was not much cleaning up here. These daisies I also left. They're not dry enough, and I see some good. I collected some actually. You can see I collected some, but I will leave them a little bit longer. Also left this milkweed because you can see the pods. It's going to create and really nice seeds. And believe it or not, some of my friends want this too. They want the milkweed. It's an excellent plant, even though it's a weed. Also, yeah, cleaned up a little bit here underneath, so you can see a stone and a few things here and there. And all of the daisies here are also gone. I don't cut them to the ground because it looks a little bit too empty. These daylilies are still blooming. Really nice. And another good cleanup here. It is so dry this year, so everything started to dry and to fade. You can see the daylily leaves started to drying out. Really hot. I cleaned up the geranium a little bit, and the old leaves that are on the surface, like this one for example, and this one, if you remove them, you can see and the flowers and everything, and you can see that underneath there is a second flush of new leaves that are fresh and not yellow, and they will be really nice for the fall. They'll be green and nice in the fall. There is more to be done here. I tried to do it in a bulk. I just grab, but it's then everything goes. So you need to spend some time. But the new leaves are beautiful, and the geranium will look great for the fall again. This is good of all these plants because that you can have a second flush of them. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen for all of the plants. In many gardening zones warmer than ours, the daisies, for example, Shasta daisies, they can produce a second flush, and many other plants. But in my zone, or at least in my garden, I cannot produce a second flush of anything. And here, I clean up here a little bit, clean some of the leaves around this plant. I collected 3 buckets of dry leaves from the apple that were on the ground. That's still the beginning of August, and there were yellow and dry leaves. Is it because of the drought? Is it because the winter is coming? I don't want to say this word, but yeah, that's what's coming. And here I cleaned up the tomatoes a little bit as well, because I needed to remove some of the leaves to give the plants more sunlight. They need a lot of sun to ripen. I tied up this echinacea and removed some of the dry leaves here from the hosta. I thinned a little bit the lemony lace elderberry, cleaned a little bit here underneath so you can see what's going on there, and the same with the dogwood. Here I cleaned most of this, but I left a few pods, you can see, to produce seeds, and I use this instead of taking root half of the plant and planting it somewhere else. I use the seeds to plant daylilies. It is successful. It takes time though. They cannot start blooming the first year, but the second year they're good to go. And some cleaning up here as well. When you look into the garden now, you don't see it that much, but I cleaned up a lot. And here are my compost piles. As you can see, full up to the rims. The weather is getting cooler, so it's really time to get out more and enjoy the garden more. I've never mentioned that, I think, but I really have a beautiful borrowed view. As you can see here, the garden house of our neighbors and all the pines, I'm not sure what, cedars, not sure what these are. The variegated redbud is also theirs, and it's climbing over the fence and cascading down my fence. So it looks really beautiful. And here is their hydrangeas. I'm not sure what they are. If anybody knows, please help me identify them. Many people are asking for exact names of plants. I know it's a hydrangea, but I don't know what kind. But I'm not sure if their view is that beautiful, but my view is amazing. I just see the top of the plant with all the pinnacles. Yes, very nice. The chimney that you see over there is the chimney of a school, old school, and they're demolishing it. So this is the construction that is going on around, and this is the noise that you hear in many of the videos. And they are demolishing it, and they're going to build a new one, so I'll have to be ready for a few years of construction noise. And the school is almost gone, but the chimney is still standing. On top of the chimney I saw a couple of hawks, I think they were. Anyway, some birds of prey and I think they might have a nest there. So maybe that's why they're waiting, so the young bird can fly away. Not sure. Not sure what the reason, but almost the entire school is gone, demolished, only the chimney is standing. But my borrowed view is amazing. I love it. And with this, I finish my video vlog for August. This is how the garden looks. The weather is getting nicer, cooler, so I'll be spending more and more time again in the garden. Unfortunately, August is the time when we start thinking about fall and winter. But we'll take it one day at a time and enjoy every little flower in my garden. Thank you for watching.